Kenzie, don't freak out. Don't freak out. There's literally someone in your boat. I swear to God. Yes, I swear to God. Come here. Bro, look. You can see a leg right there.
Get out of here.
No, I swear to God.
You need to call the cops.
Hold on, just come here. Hello?
Don't, Jake. You don't know
What?
if it's dangerous.
Hello?
Stop. Let's go.
Hello?
Jake, we need to call the cops. What? Are you okay?
You're on our boat.
You're on our boat.
Filming. I'm not filming your face. Where were your parents, though, dude?
They kicked me out.
How old are you?
14.
Okay, we need to call the police, honey.
Yeah, we.
No, if I go back to them, they'll.
You can't just be homeless.
I've been.
It's okay, man. Just come with us. It's okay.
I don't want to.
Okay, well, we got to figure this out because of your parents and stuff.
Then please don't call my parents.
No, I'm not going to call your
I can't go
parents.
back
Just,
to them.
okay, come on. You got to get off the dock. All right, buddy, we got you some food, okay? You like Fritos?
I'm gonna have them.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Jeez. When's the last time you ate, man?
2 days ago.
2 days ago? I'm only recording just in case, you know, your parents, like,
I'm gonna have to call the cops.
No, please.
I have to.
No, I'm gonna leave.
No, hey, sit down. It's okay. It's okay. Sit down. Hey,
No,
come
no,
here. Come here, come here, come here. It's okay. Come here, buddy. Just stay. Either we have to call the cops or you have to give us your parents' phone number, dude.
Fine.
Find what?
I'll give you your parents' phone number.
Hey, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
I was diagnosed with pyelonephritis, multiple infected kidney stones, and a kidney abscess. Because my kidneys weren't working as well as they should have been, the IV fluids that the nurses were giving me were backing up into my abdomen and lungs, causing ascites and bilateral pleural effusions. I underwent a lumbar puncture, double thoracentesis, surgery to remove my kidney abscess, and multiple scans. I was slowly getting better, and I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger. Someone even sent a wedding present right to my hospital room. Because my infection was so severe, I had to go home with a PICC line to give myself antibiotics at home. 3 days after being discharged, I went back to work with my PICC line in fear of losing my job. Moral of the story, don't sit in a stagnant pool of warm water because you will get a kidney infection and almost be septic. So everyone go over to my Instagram, scroll down, find this photo, give it some love because this photo cost me $2,500 in medical bills.
Something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
So I put it like the fucking wax on my cooch, you know, like the hairs, you know. And it hurts. I don't want to pull it off. You know, the wax thing. I put it on my vagina hair. And I don't care. And I can't pull it off. It hurts.
I'm not helping you with that.
Please
shit.
help me.
I'm not touching your.
You can, it's right here. It's right here. Please.
No.
I asked her if anything came off and she said no.
Pizza, cheese, cake!
But she lied.
Hey, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh, he was shooting his gun! Oh my gosh! There's still more back there. What the heck? Oh my god.
Ayo, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
Okay, so to start this story time off, I'm kidding. It's all made up. I imagined it all. But in 2017, I got a birth control implant put into my arm. I'm sure you can guess which one that is. And I only had it in for 3 months because, again, I had a bunch of horrible side effects, whatever. And then I also couldn't feel it in my arm. And if you've had it or thought about getting it, you know that you're supposed to be able to feel it at all times, or it could be put in wrong. So, after having all the horrible side effects and then also realizing it was probably put in wrong, I made an appointment to go get it taken out. And then the day came for it to be taken out, and that's going to be in part 2.
Okay, so this is gonna be part 2, and the people that were commenting, like, why wouldn't you post them at the same time? I have stuff to do, y'all, okay? Relax, it's okay. Anyway, so I go to the doctor's appointment to get the implant taken out, and these bitches can't find it. They can't find it. Like, I'm sorry, what? So they can't find it, and they're like, oh, my bad, that's so weird, like, it's so crazy, who put this in? And I'm like, bitch, you did. And they're like, what? No, couldn't have been. I'm like, bitch, you put it in. How could you not? I thought we were close. First of all, I thought me and my doctor were friends, apparently not. So they send me to go get x-rays. They're like, go get an x-ray and maybe we'll be able to find it then. Okay, I'm running out of time, so part 3 will be at some point. Don't rush me. Okay, so part 3, maybe if my cat not sit right in front of the camera. Part 3, okay, so I go to the x-ray place, and on the way there I'm freaking out, but I'm also kind of like, I fucking knew it. We get there, I get the x-ray done, the x-ray tech is like, bitch, this shit is touching your bone, it is on your bone. So I'm freaking out. They send the results to my gynecologist's office, and like within a couple hours the doctor calls and he's like, ooh, yeah, like, so sorry, my bad, you're gonna have to get this removed at the hospital because we can't do that kind of stuff here. So like now I'm crying because I'm like, the hospital, like, what are they gonna do? I was terrified, already running out of time again. This is gonna be like a 55-part thing, so please be patient with me. Okay, part 4. I'm gonna try to talk a little faster because this is when shit starts getting real juicy. I get an appointment with the hospital. I go there bright and early in the morning. They send me to a room with an ultrasound so they can like locate it in my arm with that. They numb me up. They start digging around. They can't find it. They can't whatever. And they're like, we're gonna have to switch you to a different room with different machinery that could locate it easier. And so I get sent to a fluoroscopy room, which is basically like a live x-ray type deal. And I was in there for 2 hours. I got strapped down to a table. Well, not strapped down to a table, let's not exaggerate. I got held down to a table while a woman cut my arm open in 2 separate places and dug around with tweezers. And then it just got so much worse from there, and I'll have to do a part 5. Okay, part 5. So I get to the fluoroscopy room. They lay me down on a super comfy metal table. I put the arm that they're working on out, and they set the machine up so they can see inside. I'm telling them that I'm starting to have feeling in it again and it's hurting, and so they put more juice in there, whatever. And so she's just digging around, like literally just digging blindly into my freaking arm. And it just started to get so bad, like the pain and the pressure of what they were doing, and I started to feel sick. And so I was begging her, I was like, please just put me to sleep, take me somewhere else, put me to sleep, do whatever you need to do, I can't handle this. And she goes, no. And so she puts more numbing things into my arm, and then she sticks the tweezers in, holds my arm down with her other arm, and just rips as hard as she can. I felt lightning go through my hands, and it wasn't even out. And part 6 will have to be. Okay, part 7 out of 1,000 trillion batillion. So I go home, my hand's all messed up, I can't feel it, blah blah blah. Basically the lady that took it out, like after 3 days I went back to that hospital, went to her office, and I'm like, ma'am, still numb. And she was basically like, ooh, yeah, that's crazy, just go to your doctor and they'll probably refer you out somewhere. So after being referred out, they're like, you have nerve damage, your ulnar nerve was shredded, destroyed, unbelievable. I started to have muscle atrophy in my hand, which is why the crevice between my thumb and pointer is so deep. And eventually it was decided that I would need to have surgery to fix it. But before the surgery, I had to get all types of testing done on my arm, where they basically stick needles into your muscles and test the responses. And my nerves and muscles in this arm were showing zero response to anything. So they're like, we'll see. Okay, part 25 billion. So I got surgery. My surgeon was basically like, okay, so I'm gonna have to improvise because whatever they did to you, I've never seen before. I'm not really sure how to fix it. I can take scar tissue out, but when it comes to the nerve damage, like, I'm not sure. So I woke up from surgery and my whole entire arm was like in a cast. They had to give me a nerve block in my neck. And I'll just put some pictures in for what that was like. All right, there's me right out of surgery, looking cute, looking good. That was the cast I had. It weighed like 1,000 pounds. It hurt a lot, but it did the job. After I got that big cast taken off, I got not a cast, like wrappings are basically like for the top of my arm, the top incision, and then the bottom incision. This part's gross. That's what it looked like. I had 22 stitches. And then I was eventually upgraded to a brace that I had to wear 24/7. And because I don't think I mentioned it, my arm got fucked up in June and I didn't have the surgery till the end of September. So I went a long time.
Hey yo, head injuries from metal shows, check. I was seeing Architects live. They hadn't even come out yet because they were the headliner, so it was during Straight from the Path. And a security guard had not been doing his job and paying attention to when crowd surfers were coming. So somebody twice my size had gotten dropped on my head. I went down, blacked out, and got pulled out by security. While I was at the hospital, my best friend could see my skull. So my gash was that deep. And then the nurses were like, oh, I bet that you're never going to go to another show again, huh? And I was like, bitch, I have one next weekend. And so the next weekend, it was local, and the story had gotten around to a lot of the local scene. So a whole bunch of people came up to me and were like, holy shit, you're that girl who, like, bashed her head in, and they could see my stitches. I had 16 stitches.
5 years ago today, my brother Parker was on his way home from work on his bicycle and got hit by a car. After spending weeks in a coma, this happened.
Parker, can you show me a thumbs up? Good work. Nice job, buddy. Good.
He defied all odds and woke up from his coma.
Oh, hi, Mama.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How's outside?
After relearning how to walk and do many other things, Parker is a 5-year traumatic brain injury survivor. He still rides his bike 365 days a year and is living life to the fullest. We are so thankful for all of the miracles that have happened in the past 5 years.
All right, you guys have waited. Story time on what happened to me. This happened, I believe it was 2018. It was on Mother's Day. We went to my mom and dad's house, and for Mother's Day, we came home. I went to put my daughter to bed upstairs. She wanted a cup of juice before she went to bed. So I came down the stairs, and we have a baby gate on the stairs, not for the kids, but for the dog, so he doesn't go upstairs and pee on the carpet. I might have to do a part 2 on this, technically a part 3 on this. But anyway, I was coming down the stairs, and I decided not to open up the baby gate. I decided to climb over it. I'm running out of time, so like this for part 3.
Ow. Okay. So, what happened was my dog ran outside and I tried to stop her from running outside, and she just got past, and then the door closed on her tail, and then like a tip of the tail came off. That's it. So, it's not like happy tail, because she wasn't wagging it on something. It just dead ass came off when the door closed. But thanks for explaining happy tail, because I was freaking out and thinking I really did something. But now that I know it's kind of common. And now she's getting, well, she's back at the vet because she had fucking torn her ACL. Correction. Second ACL. And I have the video of the tail tip. Let me know if y'all want to see that. It's gross, but I'll put it up here.
Okay, so part 3. I came down the stairs, decided to not open the gate. I was going to go over the gate. So I had one foot over the gate on a step, and then I lifted my right leg to flip that over the gate as well. And my first foot, my left foot, slipped off the step while my right leg was in the air, and I racked myself right in the cooter is what happened. And I ended up ripping myself down there. And I got, oh man, I believe I got 11 stitches on the left side. And I think like 8 stitches on the right side. And that's what happened. I am going to make a part 3 or 4, I guess, on this one because there's more to the story. It doesn't end. Okay, part 4. The reason we're not done there is because I ended up ripping my stitches out 3 different times. The third time I went to the ER for them to restitch me, and they told me they couldn't anymore because they would end up killing the tissue. And so they sent me to my OBGYN, and he agreed with them. They couldn't do it anymore. So they ended up having to pack me, which is you take gauze and you shove it into the wound. And so I had to do that for a couple months, which was very embarrassing because I had to have my mom help me do it. And I also had my old neighbor do it. She was a nurse, and it was embarrassing, but I had to have it done and couldn't do it by myself. So the moral of the story is open your baby gate. Don't climb over it. Or you could end up like me. So there's my story.